Imagine living in a free society that is a society where you're not under the threat of violence, under the threat of being kidnapped if you don't obey the rules of your oppressor. I mean, we're quite used to people going around making rules, ruling you, and really accept that if you break them, you'll be taken hostage and punished. But imagine a free society where take the authority, the governing bodies away. Imagine living without this threat of violence, and then what would your actions be against people that then started introducing this threat? If someone, say it just started off as one person, take it down to a start where you were free, and then one person started making up rules, whether it be against something that's right or wrong. They usually rule against what is usually bad to make you look bad for going against being wrong, but whatever the rules is, imagine someone making up these rules of their own opinion, which is all that rules are, isn't it? Someone's opinion. And then attaching the threat of violence to this. I mean, how would you react to that person if you'd used to living in a free society? How would you then react to someone saying, right, well, now, if you do this, I'm going to kidnap you. I'm going to punish you. They would, of course, have to be able to have the power to harm you. But how would you react to someone then saying, well, I'm going to cause you harm, I'm going to punish you if you go against these rules that I've made? I mean, how would you react to this person? You'd think, what a fucking cunt, wouldn't you? I mean, what a fucking arsehole. You know, and obviously the rest of the free community would take action again. You'd think, what a cunt, walking around saying that. But because you're born into it, and because of the brainwashing, and the fact that it's an establishment, but that's all that they're doing. They're walking around with their rules and harming people, kidnapping them if they break them. And to really see what they're doing, you have to break it down to imagine living in a free society, and then just imagine one person doing that. Then imagine this one git that went around ruling everyone, taking their liberty away because of his superior position. I mean, then imagine him having a few friends. Imagine for whatever reason the people weren't powerful enough to stop it. You know, and then imagine them forming a body, and instead of having one guy, the correct action would be to just deal with him. You know, unite and take whatever action necessary against him to stop him going around and causing people to live in fear and, ruining people's lives. But just imagine this then becoming like a huge gang, and then everybody forced to live under this, to live under these rules, for whatever reason, letting it grow, not taking the correct action to deal with it when it was just a few people. I mean, and that's actually what's happened. I mean, the police are the state. Without the police, there would be no rule. They say obey our rules, or you will be kidnapped. I mean, that's what ruling is. It's someone dictating a rule and having the ability to harm you and overpowering you to force you to obey that rule. I mean, that's what authority is. It's a definition of authority. I mean, that's what we've let happen. I mean, that's where we are. I mean, that is the definition of rule. People having the power and ability and willingness to overpower you, take action against you, harm you, kidnap you, if you go against what they say. So it is worth thinking, or just imagining being free. I mean, just imagine that a free society started tomorrow. Say it was just 100 people. Just 100 people said, right, we're going to break away from the monetary system. We're just going to grow our own food, have what we need, and just agreed amongst themselves that there's just going to create a society without the threat of violence. I mean, that's the definition of a free society. A society without threat of violence hanging over you, no authority, no power. So just start then, and then imagine living like that. I mean, just say we were capable of living free, and these 100 people, managed to live without the threat of violence over each other. And then imagine one day, one guy then started saying, right, well, you do this, I'm going to fucking hurt you. Imagine it. Of course, the other 99 would fucking wipe them out. But imagine if I didn't. Then you end up back where we are now.